That's always breaking things.
I'm good at what I do, man. Anyway, so I was talking with Diff, which he was a major influence on me when I was but a seedling back in the day.
Still growing out of the pumpkin patch. Still green. Hasn't gotten his proper color yet.
Anyway, and Diff wound up in some hairy shit in the sense that I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to indict myself or my father.
Security alert! Security alert!
But pretty much, Diff got into an accident of some sort, and it wasn't directly his fault, but he was kind of out of it because he was a passenger in the whole thing. Anyway, like, he got knocked wild from it, where he was like, he was a little bit delirious from the whole thing. And, like, this big burly cop, like, showed up, and he's sitting there taking care of the scene, and, like, my dad was acting kind of wild, because, again, he just had his senses knocked out of him from a car accident. So, to give context, Diff is not exactly the smallest of individuals. I'd say he's probably about 2.5, 100 pounds kind of thing. And, it was like, it's not fucking just nothing. No, it's like, there's some definitely solid muscle behind some of that. But the cop that showed up managed to pick up Diff with one hand and sit him down on the ground and is like, you will stay here until I clear this up. And he just looks up and is like, okay.
Like, okay, shit. Alright.
Mind you, like, it wasn't violently, but it was a definite check to his system where it's like, you will not move. You will stay here until I fix this. It's like, okay. Yes, sir.
Goddamn.
Yeah. That story always got me because fast forward, the story don't end there.
Of course the story don't end there. Why would the story end there?
So, I was hanging out with some boys in the Loki's Armed Forces, and I got on the wrong side of a brawl, is the short answer of this equation.
You getting your ass kicked.
No, not kicked, but just on the wrong side. And one of the guys who I was brawling with, he looked at me, grabbed me by the shoulder, and mind you, I'm not the smallest of characters either, grabbed me by the shoulder, picked me up with one hand, and shoved me through a locker, and then through a couch.
Dude.
And he's like, you will stay here. It's like, alright.
Alright, you got it.
I'll be good for the moment. As soon as I can pull the fucking metal out of me.
When I get out of here, I'm gonna give you such a pinch.
Oh, it was funny too. Well, because he slammed me against the locker broke. And then he slammed me against the couch, and there was no couch after this.
He told you to sit down and shut the hell up.
You're not wrong.
Like, sit the hell down and shut the hell up.
Well, how can I put this correctly? I was bumping my rank, I guess is the best way I'd phrase that.
Overstepping your boundaries there, Das Jones.
A little bit.
That's nothing new with you.
Shocking, ain't it?
Especially if you're belligerent, Das.
Oh no, this was stone sober. So none of that. But yeah, no, like I said, it's like, we actually had to clean up the couch because there was no couch after this.
Clean up the leftovers of the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Some Streets of Rage. You ain't wrong, Surfbot.
Well, he says, I'm never one to back down. I will say that.
But
Stand me up at the gates of hell, man.
Johnny Cash. Love that song.
Well, again, he didn't tell me to fucking basically, it's like, you know, I mean, either you step off or I'm gonna end you now. It's like, you stay here or it's gonna be consequences. Like, alright, but it doesn't mean I have to move, though.
D over there, he was doing strings. Freaking hard, freaking straight up combo DOS. You stay put.
Fine, but it doesn't mean I have to back off. As I'm trying to relocate my shoulder.
And everything else, and your pride that's kind of bruised a bit.
Actually, no, everything else was fine. It's just like, fucking, yeah, I had to relocate my shoulder after it. Shockingly, being the fact that it's like, you know, I've got that hyper flexibility, is like, it kind of helps out for that.
I bet you ladies like that.
I mean, God, if I had to complain.
I picture her just kind of staring at you at that moment just now.
Well, she's currently indisposed of with other things. Yes.
I could say something I probably shouldn't say right about now. I'm gonna let that go.
We'll leave that there. Put a pin in that.
I was gonna say something I knew I probably shouldn't say, so you know. You try working the shaft.
But it's not really my thing anymore. I'm just saying.
Giggity!
But yeah. No, fucking. It's not what it was, man. It's like me and that guy were actually on pretty good terms. Just the fact, it's like, you know, he was definitely giving me a curb check warning. He's like, you know, hey, you go any further past this, I will have to hurt you. He's like, but it doesn't mean I have to back off.
Doesn't mean I gotta like it. I mean, you can tell me not to do a thing. Doesn't mean I gotta like it, though.
Oh no, like I said, it's like I was indisposed at the moment of relocating my shoulder anyway, so it's like, yeah, I'll tap out for a half second. He's like, this isn't your fight, basically, is what he was kind of getting at. It's like, I mean, you're not wrong, but it's a fight.
I just like how Nightmare just kind of appears in this sort of instance. Just let me just rip my way through into your reality.
Mm.
It pleases me.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, good visual effects do a lot for a game.
Indeed. When Capcom actually cared.
Ain't wrong. That's on the flip side. It's like, I don't know. I get the feeling they're trying, but then again, it's like a lot of shit's working against them currently.
You mean themselves?
Well, besides business practices.
Okay, since, well, Capcom is a foreign company, and the only main issue is, since these guys have been in their way set for the longest, they actually decide to keep it as such.
Yeah, and it's like, you can't really fault a company for doing something repeatedly that's worked over several years, like 20, 30 plus.
Mm-hmm. And from what I've been told before, these guys are still like 80, 90 years old now, and they still think everything that they're doing right is working.
Okay, I'm not dishing out excuses here. I'm not saying that, but I'm literally talking from a pragmatic business sense.
Yeah.
It's like I get some of what they're doing because they're following basically good money, quote unquote. Should they be doing more things? Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. Should they be listening to fans? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, again, some of that goes against standard business practice, and it makes sense from that angle. And at the end of the day, it is still a business. Again, I'm not justifying anything. I'm just saying it's like I can see parts of where they're coming from.
Ah, bitch.
Those berserkers always fucking get you.
Now, yeah, the Furies, well, it's not the Fury. This Cleaver guy that's actually getting on my nerves this time because I was trying to do something and I was on the wrong weapon. I was on the wrong weapon. Yeah, one.
I just always notice that. It's like the Cleaver guys always seem to hit you. I always refer to them as Berserkers, but
Yeah, the Cleaver guys and sometimes the Furies, those guys are just assholes. Because the Furies teleport, they phase through basically almost anything that's coming at you. So that's why I usually go for, like, let me go for the AoE effect and hit everything.
Which is fair, and it's like, that makes sense. It's like, you know, if you got fucking kind of a swift fucking enemy, it's like you set up to either where they can't be swift or you hit everything at once.
There we go. Let's see.
I mean, that's what Marv did in Sin City, and it's like, I still love that tactic. That's an amazing tactic.
Let me hit everything.
Well, no, Marv did it backwards. So Marv made it to the point where it was like a swift enemy was at a disadvantage, basically. Basically, he set up the entire area with barbed wire, so it was like anybody who was like running around swift actually had to like jump over a bunch
down
of shit.
and move shit.
Yeah.
The literal spot where you can't move. Yeah, because like even if enemies run fast, their disadvantage is when they're not on the ground.
Right. And yeah, it's like Marv being like a Nemesis style character almost, where it's like, yeah, fucking go on, fucking hit me. I can take a punch or two. Fucking go ahead, go for the fucking throat. You'll find it a lot harder than you think it is. But, you know, once fucking Marv got his hand on him, fucking sit there and put a handcuff around him, it's like, it doesn't matter how speedy you are now, bitch.
Damn it, didn't give me a blue. I was hoping it would give me a blue orb.
Still fucking adore that fucking scene.
Got you speedy little fuck. Anytime you're going against any quick enemy in whatever fighting game that we're playing.
Yep, every time.
The moment you get the grab on the little bastard.
Or the fucking trap.
Yep.
Cause hell, fucking even a bunch of Ghost Rider shit fucking came down to the same thing, where it's like, you know, I didn't really have to fucking grab you, I just had to get you to run into something.
Run over here and step in it.
Well, I mean, what is it? Because a bunch of them, like stuff like Judgment Cut or something like that, would, like Run Forward or fucking Dante and stuff like that. It's like, flame off, deal with it.
Or those rare instances of me actually losing my shit full tilt with Wolverine.
Yeah, exactly. Which, I hate to be that guy, but, you know, I got you with it like 5 times in one match, dude.
Yeah, and then I actually calmed down in there. It's like, alright, I'm better. And you literally stopped like, are you sure? Yes, I'm calm now. Like, I'm calm now, I'm better. Like, you literally had to, like, I literally just stopped my movement. Like, okay, I'm better.
Well, no, oh no, it wasn't Berserker Claw. You're trying to do Berserker Slash, and you kept trying to do Berserker Slash.
No. It was Berserker Barrage. I literally just kept trying to.
I remember it very different where you kept.
No, it was
Slash.
Berserker Barrage. Me going into Berserker Slash after that, and then keep trying Berserker Slash.
Yeah, it might be that. All right, I can see that.
Yeah. And then you over there just laughing it up until it stopped being funny.
Well, yeah, because you kept doing it. I don't know what to tell you after that, man. I just don't. Here I am, sitting there, like, you know, I'm waiting for the big counterattack, but you keep running into my flame wall. I was like, I mean, I can get some damage off that short, but it's like, I want that big damage, baby.
But yeah, after full tilt subsided, shit, I didn't mean to do that.
Meanwhile, in the arena. Oh, hey. Works on aerial, too.
Yep, Judgment Cut has the wider range when it hits something. Versus like the big explosion, I tend to do that for troublesome enemies that like to teleport.
I can see that. That's fair.
It's a big AoE, but I got like this big bastard. As soon as he gets started,
But the lizard guy?
Yeah, the lizard guy. The Furies. Him. And if I can keep him, he phases.
Oh, okay, him.
This guy.
Yeah, I vaguely remember him now, yeah.
And he phases through, like, all your shit. And usually I need this. Followed by this. Trying to clear the air. This phasing asshole.
We're gonna solve this problem right now.
Okay, man. Where is he?
I don't know, I'm still kind of in debate about this. It's like, V is such an interesting play style. Like, I have a hard time accepting the idea they'd let it go. Right? I understand from a narrative point, yes. It, like, oh, well, he's part of Vergil, blah, blah, blah. It's like, sure, okay, I see that. But I'm just saying, it's like, you have an interesting play style here. It's kind of like how they fucking, like, retooled, like, Thor, or excuse me, retooled Colossus into Thor.
Wait, what? Oh, from 2 to 3?
Yeah.
I can get a
I'm just
beat
saying,
on
you
him.
know, there's no way you just, like, throw all that shit away unless, like, you're forced to, kind of thing.
Yeah, hey, AoE little bastard. Got you that time, motherfucker.
Where you going, motherfucker? Where you going?
Yeah, because he's going to rush at you in every possible way. I'm like, okay, sure. I'm going to go do this.
Let you deal with it.
Hell, they retooled a lot of characters from MVC 2 to 3 and all that jazz.
I know, and one of yours is fucking became one of mine.
I only half see that. Damn it.
I mean, like, I saw some of the fucking, like, combat with Ruby. It's like, I can totally see that, unfortunately.
Yeah, the flame pillar and her ocean magic.
Yeah,
and
like, a lot of it's very similar. Like, especially, like, you know, since... I won't say I specialize in, but I do heavily use them kind of thing.
Right. You specialize in Ghost Rider, just call it for what it is.
Well, no, specializing implies the idea that I could actually, like, beat a tournament with it.
You probably can.
I would make a very vast argument I couldn't. I've played against tournament people. I get shut down by stupid shit, that's the problem.
Oh no,
like,
Das is so distracted he got shut down by the dumbest of things, which is nothing new.
So, no, it's not so much that, it's just like, I'll lose out to fucking characters that have just that much better maneuverability. So it's like, you know, somebody, like, in the hands of a good player, like, you know, like, Ghost Rider doesn't stand a chance against somebody like Vergil or Sentinel or something like that. You know, high-tier characters. And, again, I'm not a tier list whore, because I play with my character set, and I fucking have taken down some impressive teams. But, you know, in the hands is like a true tourney style, is like, I don't think I'd hold enough water to actually make it worth. Like, I'm good at what I do, because I can sit there and, like, I won't say I can read opponents, but I can at least get an understanding of an opponent, and that helps me out a lot. Like, a lot of it's just mind games.
I'm just nuking all these guys.
Well, yeah. I mean, why not? If you have a nuke option, fucking use a nuke.
I mean, the giant... Woo! Motherfucker!
I mean, it worked for Wang. Wang gets to nuke everybody.
I was on the wrong weapon, now it's like doing the drill.
We can call it the Dig Dug if you want.
Because I was trying to do the move that gives me health back, but no. Wrong weapon.
Meanwhile, breaking through the last barrier.
Must stay motivated. Must stay motivated.
Well, you're getting there. Fucking, what is it? I mean, they're throwing a fucking, like, re-up station at you, so you must be, like, fucking near the end of the stage, basically.
I mean, if I was Dante or near... Well, if I was Dante, yes.
It's still a re-up stage, I don't care what you say.
Shit, now I need to be on the drill.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it's like, because you're... Because you're Vergil, you have to go through the same fight 3 fucking times.
Fight me for the 7th time, me!
Is that me stronger than me? I'll kick my ass!
And sad part is you have to lose this fight.
God, that's so dumb.
I hate it. It's like, oh, you can easily beat this and, you know, blah, blah, blah. But nah, you have to lose this fight, Chief. But I don't want to lose. That's too damn bad.